your forecast first. Sponsored by Natax Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
On this cold Christmas Eve night, we've got the colors down there at the State Farm Center, the red and greens, and the temperatures are in the purples, as you can see here on our current temperature map, which indicate teens. 17, but we've got a wind, 21 miles an hour. Turns that number into the single digits and below zero in some areas, and it is going to stay very cold all night long. Let's take a look at these temperatures here. Back down to the single digits, we think, by morning, below zero. Could we see any snow around? We'll answer that. And we're tracking Santa with NORAD coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Today's usually a major travel day, but not this year. Why, that hasn't stopped people from hitting the skies and the road. It's not the news the state wanted to hear, what early estimates are showing from the U.S. Census Bureau and what it means for Illinois. And if you visit a place often enough, some customers become friends. How one deli worker made a teenager's wish come true.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
And we're going to do it very safe, all wearing masks and social distance, and just try to have a nice Christmas Eve.
The pandemic has affected a lot this year. For some, that meant their Christmas plans too. Travel experts say 34 million fewer Americans are going to visit their families. This is a 29% decline from last year. WCIA 3's Jared Farmer's live at Willard Airport. So, Jared, what are they saying there about the travel differences this year?
Paul, they say, like many other airlines, that they are experiencing a decrease in travel as compared to last year. This doesn't mean, however, that all people are just going to be staying home. Some are still planning on having smaller gatherings with their families. I spoke with Andrew Wind, who says he's visiting his mother-in-law in Tolono this year. He says seeing family after all of this time and the pandemic is something to be excited about.
I mean, the whole pandemic, you just have distanced yourselves from your family. So as long as you take precautions and do it safely, I think that's wonderful. And yes, it means a lot.
He also says he hopes others are able to work around the pandemic in order to have a happy holidays. The CDC says that if you don't plan on staying home and traveling this year, that you pay attention to the state guidelines while you are out. Paul?
All right, Jared, thanks for that update. Now, some of those CDC guidelines that Jared mentioned, learning about the guidelines in the area that you're visiting. Getting tested before and immediately after seeing family, and then wearing a face mask and social distancing, of course. Troopers say a man from Greenup died in a crash yesterday in Coles County. It happened on Illinois Route 130 north of County Road 480 North. State police say a semi went off the road, flipped, and crashed into a building. Coles County coroner identified the driver as Damon Zucco. An autopsy is set for Saturday. Woman's okay after she drove her car into the side of an assisted living facility. Authorities say the woman was dropping off presents at Springfield Supportive Living when she passed out behind the wheel. She hit a window of a resident's home. While the building was damaged, no one was hurt. We have new details in a murder investigation. 33-year-old Tim Clemens died after being strangled and beaten. Police say his death isn't related to a rash of recent shootings. Clemens was the owner of Hair on Hand, a local beauty supply store. Police say he was kidnapped behind his store, which is along Water Street, before the murder. An inquest is pending. State police said a man from Florida who used to live in Lincoln was arrested for a predatory criminal sexual assault. 24-year-old Elijah Sowers also used to live in Peoria. State police started investigating after several victims claimed Sowers abused them late last month and early this month. He's facing sexual abuse and assault charges in Logan County and sexual assault charges in Peoria County. An unlicensed animal breeder can soon face charges. They were operating out of Oakwood. 78 of their dogs were surrendered to Vermilion County Animal Control. Officers there say people were complaining of dogs that smelled strange or that had serious health issues and died within a week of adoption. As the investigation continued, they realized the severity of that issue.
And this is why we discourage breeding so much. I know that a lot of people want a specific breed, which is great. But there are breed-specific rescues. And if you're going to buy from a breeder, please, please, please research who you're buying from.
All of those rescued dogs were sent to no-kill shelters. Animal Control is asking anyone who thinks they bought a dog from the breeder in Oakwood to contact them. They sold a variety of small dog breeds. People living inside the Winfield apartments in Savoy are okay after a fire this morning. Firefighters were met by thick smoke and flames when they arrived. They were able to keep the fire from spreading to other units, though.
Got inside very quickly. It was a kitchen fire. The main fire was in the kitchen. Started in the kitchen, but it did extend to the second floor of the structure. Everybody was evacuated.
An MTD bus was called to the scene to keep evacuated people warm while they waited. Firefighters say no one was hurt after a house fire this morning in Decatur happened at 5:30 on Red Lake Ave near 34th Street. The fire captain says the home had extensive damage. The house was occupied, but no one was hurt. Investigators think it started in the basement and those flames climbed into the attic. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Some soldiers don't have the luxury of being home for the holidays, but that is not stopping them from wishing their loved ones a Merry Christmas. Also tonight, a teenage boy with autism has wanted one gift his entire life. How one worker at Meijer made sure he got it.
All right, take a look. The building there in Decatur all lit up. As you can see there, how about that view? The reds and the greens. Love all the colors that we continue to see. To recap today, 26 and 16. Yeah, not great, I can tell you that. And it's only going to get worse. We'll do that. We'll track Santa, and we're gonna change things up in the studio. We gotta switch things up. So stick around.